Warning, the views and beliefs in the following program does not reflect the views of Boom Broadcasting. We give full creative control to our creators and do not believe in cancel culture. I've read this thing 1,001 times, and I still somehow found a way to mess it up. You know what kind of night we're in for, folks. Viewer discretion is advised. Please.
Live from the MOWM studio, Boom Broadcasting presents The Nightcap. And your host of The Nightcap, mouthing off with Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nightcap here on Boom Broadcasting. I am your host. I am the Mike that likes to mouth off. I am MOWM. I'm mouthing off with Mike here. And this is now game 2 of my day-night doubleheader. Earlier, you caught me before Backlash with my predictions on my channel. Tonight, I am live here on Boom Broadcasting for the Backlash Nightcap, and I come with some incredible co-hosts tonight. So starting off with here, I have to start with him first. I was pulled aside before we went live, and I was told by this man that if I don't give him the intro first, because he is in fact the dean of Hate You. He is from 4 sides of the ring. That is my main man, Chano Hayes. Of course, and of course we've got Podcast Smitty here, host of Quick Hits. He likes to hit quick, so you better watch out here tonight on the Nightcap. And of course, last but certainly not least, good brother here. He is the host of 2 shows on Boom Broadcasting, the host of wrestling of Destiny on Saturday mornings, and he is the host of It Stinks. Newest episode just dropped a couple days ago here on Squid Game. That is my main man, Sean. Fellas, how the hell are you? Welcome in.
I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, damn, who's having a conversation with Mike and Assad to get me introduced first?
You know who it was. It was you.
I was like, who's having this conversation?
Channel all along.
I was like, oh man. I was like, we got divas in the house tonight. Apparently, it was me.
He said, as the dean of Hate You, I get the first introduction because I make things happen. Make sure you guys enroll here in Hate You. Go to Chano's social media. He'll get you, work out the details. No student aid, strictly Bitcoin.
Gift cards. I do accept gift cards.
Hey.
Various Visa gift cards of all value for Chano here for tuition. Fellas, it has been a while since I've gotten to talk wrestling with all of you. So welcome back in. Thank you guys for joining me here tonight. We had Backlash. Great show, in my personal opinion. Let's go around the table here, starting off with the man who got the last introduction here on the show, but certainly not last. That's my main man, Sean here. Sean, what did you think about Backlash here tonight as a total picture here tonight to start the show?
I was good, Mike. And like I told you with Shannon before we went live, if you live on the East Coast like majority of us do, to get a main event at 9 o'clock and done by 9:45 and still have the remainder of the night to go do other stuff, hell, this is a win for me.
All right. I like it. Let's go to Podcast Smitty here. What kind of quick hits you got for us, Podcast Smitty?
I was very surprised. I was looking for a very predictable show, but there were some things in there that were not predicted, that we didn't see. We had a feature and we had an introduction. We had a main event that was better than advertised. And we had some things in there that we thought that we were going to see but didn't see. And so very surprised overall. I was satisfied with the show, very good 5-hitter quitter right there. So I'm very happy about that. So, hey, we can do it again.
Okay. All right, I like it. 5-hitter quitter is a fucking great line here tonight for the show.
Absolutely mayhem.
Mr. Dean here of Admissions Channel. What do you got for us?
It was a good card. I'm not gonna hold you. I expected to be. I'm already halfway pissed off at WWE because I feel like we got more ad time than actually wrestling matches. You know what I mean. I've low key been hating on WWE for like a little while now because of that. I absolutely hate it. And I believe if I had to pay $60 to watch these PPVs, these PLEs, I would not be doing it.
Yes.
But overall, it was a very solid card. Surprising, everything on the card was great, from the opening fatal 4-way to the main event, which I did enjoy. I'm an ageist. Wrestlers over 45, I don't want to see on my screen ever. But I will say, Cena and Randy did perform. Listen. Was it great technically? I don't know. Was it entertaining? Yes.
Yes.
So it was a good card. Very, very, very good card.
Okay. I like it, fellas. Some good, kind of opening words here for the premium live event. We're going to break it down here, folks. You know how we do on the Nightcap. So come on in, tell a friend. Overall for me, guys, I like the show. I had a great time watching it. I thought everything delivered in the spots that they were assigned. I think from the opening to the closing, I think it all worked out very well. I think the only questionable thing was maybe before coming into this was Pat and Gunther. I think they ended up kind of answering that question tonight with what they did in the ring. I think tonight we saw developments and advancements. I think the big thing tonight we saw was a future star being born. So let's start it off, folks. Let's get into it tonight. We're going to start off with the way we started off Backlash, the fatal 4-way for the United States Championship. The Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu defended against the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre, the Archer of Infamy. I don't even know if they're calling him that anymore, but whatever. Damian Priest, and of course, the megastar, Mr. L.A. Knight. Yeah. There you go. Let's go to Chano here, our resident ageist, because there's a man in this match that is, in fact, almost 41 years old. So, Chano, take it away. What did you think about this fatal 4-way match?
My first takeaway from the match is, listen, if we taking Filipinos and Hawaiians into the bloodline, being a Puerto Rican man, I have a chance at the bloodline now, and I have something to strive for. So I got to tell my boss on Monday, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. I'm wrestling, guys. I'm gonna have Ant, the Zombie King, teach me the ropes, and listen. I got the complexion. I'm halfway there, guys. I have the complexion. I'm from an island, and I'll deal with solo shit if I have to. You know what I mean? I got three. Listen, I'm 3-4. I'm 75% of the way there. I just gotta start somewhere. I just gotta start wrestling. But other than
my man Chano said, fuck the match. I want to talk about Jeff Cobb. I want to talk about Jeff Cobb getting somehow involved in the bloodline. So there you have it, folks. I love Chano jumps the gun Hayes here.
No, that's my bro. That was my first thought of the match. I was
that's it. All right.
I was like, my first. Listen, was it a great? It was a good match. He looked so lost. You know, it's mad funny because it's like whenever you see these renders, like these Twitter renders of these wrestlers, Jeff Cobb has been popping up like a lot, right? Because he's been doing some drama. So I'm like, he's a menacing big man. Nah, he looks like a marshmallow, like a little cube tootie, just want to pinch his cheeks. But other than that, it was a great match. Jacob's a dog. Damian Priest is a dog. Drew McIntyre's a dog. LA Knight's he's passable. You know what I mean? I will say this. I will say this about LA Knight. LA pay-per-view LA Knight is different from Friday Night SmackDown LA Knight.
Yeah.
PLE LA Knight, dog. You know what I mean? But him on a random Friday, I hate him. I want nothing to do with the man. It was a great match. The only thing I kind of dislike, it kind of just takes away from Jacob's aggressiveness and Jacob being absolutely that guy. Because he was able to handle business at Mania. So now you need that much to take care of a little poopy LA Knight, you know what I mean? But overall, I thought it was a great match.
All right. I like it, Channel. We're starting off strong. Let's go to Podcast Mini here for this one. Podcast Mini, takeaways from this fatal 4-way match.
I was very, very happy that they let Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest just beat the crap out of each other. That was one thing I was very happy about because, they still have the rivalry brewing and it's still going. So that way, that keeps that going. Jacob coming away with the title, of course, was what I wanted and what I think everybody here wanted because, we all know it's only a matter of time before Solo and he go at each other. I thought it was going to happen tonight. But then all of a sudden, Jeff Cobb shows up. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I looked, I said, hold on. Where's the island where's the island in this guy? Well, apparently there is none. And so
What do you mean? Nah.
He's from
There's an
Guam.
island. The Philippines is a group of islands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, his
He's just
Twitter
not
bio says
Polynesian.
born Hawaii, raised in Guam. So we're hitting an island. We just kind of just took the dart, threw it at the wall, and said, eeny, meeny, miny. All right, that island now is a part of the Samoan bloodline.
That's
right.
it.
Right.
Solo has very loose requirements to join.
The requirements are
that's why we can get in.
That's how we can get in.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, if I see a Dominican wrestler in the bloodline of 6 months out, bro,
Do it,
bro.
Hey,
Go.
Solo, just go ahead and put the talker in. The talker comes from my tribe. Put the talker in the bloodline so I can get in.
Yes.
He said, all you need is 4 bodies of water surrounding your native country, and you have a decent chance to get in and be a big boy. True. I kind of feel bad for Solo though, honestly. Look at the Tongans out of commission. Fucking Bronson Reed, he had one appearance out of commission. My man saw the IR list, said, I'm running out of options here and I need reinforcements. Anybody's in.
Right. I mean, he took phone calls and everything. He said, like, hey man, hey, you want to join? No? Okay. You want to join? No? Okay. You want to join? Cool. Hey, Backlash is coming. Be there. I got you. Don't worry. And
watch SummerSlam. Listen, SummerSlam, you're gonna see Carlito
oh my God,
to the bloodline.
To the bloodline. Oh my God. Yo, so there you go. New York is surrounded by water.
I live in Staten Island. I'm there.
There you go.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know how much you know about Staten Island. There's not a lot of this on Staten Island.
It's tough, you know. Hey, all you need is black jeans and a t-shirt and you're in. Shout out to James.
That's a fact.
That's all you need, ladies and gentlemen. You just need some black jeans, some black t-shirt, and you gotta just absolutely be a shit brick house. So if you fit those requirements and you have grown up around a body of water, ladies and gentlemen, you too could be in the bloodline. You too might be enrolled as an honorary Samoan bloodline member.
If they turn the bloodline into like the 2000s NWO, I'm done. I was so mad.
I'll be pissed.
Bro, that's what it is. Like honestly, I don't even know if they're the bloodline anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
Have they been announced as a bloodline any lately?
They have not.
No. So
no, have
Jacob
not.
And the boys or Solo and the boys.
Yeah, this is just Solo and gang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no requirements to be gang.
Cool in the gang. Solo and gang, all right.
Man, Roman over here crashing out right now. This didn't happen when I was the leader.
Well, that man got other issues. He's dealing with his 18th revenge plot. People who've done him wrong. I don't think there's a worse judge of character than Roman Reigns. I swear to God.
Oh Lord.
He gets bamboozled quite a lot. I don't even know where we ended up, but Sean, what do you got for this match here?
It was a good match. I mean, going in, I wanted Jacob to win. I think Jacob right now is the highlight of Friday night. He's why everybody's tuning in. Of course, all of us know him from being on the Indies. I said today on Twitter, why is this guy not on Friday night and Monday night? Put him on both shows to give us something to look forward to. But I'm like Chano with Podcast Smitty. I like that they carried on the story with Drew and Priest out there in the crowd fighting, and Priest doing the sounds of heaven through the table elevator. I like that they carried that on. I'm kind of like Chano, you know, Jacob dog walk LA Night at Mania. Till you need Jeff Cobb to come kind of help you put him away. 2 weeks after the Mania match. So that it didn't hurt Jacob because I like the way at the end Jacob walked out. Like, you know, I'm not getting down with you, Solo. I could handle this. I told you I was going to run the play. Good match right here. Jacob still looks like a star. And Friday night, it's going to be Jacob's night sooner or later.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I like this match, fellas. I thought it was a great way to start the show. Got the crowd heavily invested in it. There were some great spots here throughout. Obviously for me, 2 big things coming out of this match. Definitely Jacob Fatu is a star. A star was born. He has been born a few months ago when he, dare I say, he even just fucking debuted. When he debuted, I think that was it. Boom. Yep, this is the guy. He looked great. Truthfully, I was pulling for Drew here to come out of here with this title. I felt like if there was a guy who could use just the title for a couple months, that's kind of a thank you from the company for what he did and carried them through when some of their top names were hurt and he filled in a big role. And it just feels like he's kind of taken a back seat to kind of some other talent right now, mainly, on the SmackDown side, definitely Jacob Fatu, right? Case in point here. Big things for me. Number one, I love the spot when McIntyre hits Priest with the Claymore and Priest falls into the cover and McIntyre is just like laying there and he finally realizes, oh shit, it's 2. Let me get in here. And then of course the ending, the ending sequence there with Priest and Drew going through the tables. So hopefully Drew's okay. I don't know if you guys saw the reports on social media that Drew might have
concussed.
Little
Slightly
concussed.
Little concussion never hurt nobody as long as it's just a little concussion. You know what I mean?
I will say though, I think Jacob's arguably, listen, you can call me early on this. I think Jacob's arguably one of the better United States champions.
Oh yeah,
in the last X amount of years. You know what I mean? 'Cause there was a while we had a really bad stretch of US champions.
Oh yeah.
And then LA Knight, he brought the flavor back a little bit. You know what I mean? He brought the flavor back a little bit, but then he lost to the Shinsuke. Then the title lost all the sauce again.
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight had it a little while just for the Mania purpose drop, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But Jacob has the juice now. You know what I mean? Like Jacob's one of those guys that's like, you can clearly tell he's destined for the main event picture. And he's going to use that as a stepping stone. Meanwhile, the other U.S. title guys, Awesome Theory, my man's been stuck with Grayson Waller for years. Rey Mysterio, Fitty. you know what I mean? Logan Paul, my man's was doing side quests with the title on. You know what I mean? My man's was doing elimination chambers to go to Mania for the world title.
Mm-hmm.
He was not worried about that strap at all. So it was good. It's a nice little feeling we got. And Shinsuke, I don't know what they were doing. I feel like that was a thank you. Thank you for just being you, buddy.
That's right.
They said, thanks for just being here, man.
But I do feel you. I do feel the same way about Drew. But I think Drew's in a pickle. And I'm not just saying that because it's like, I like Drew. I learned I like Drew. But you got Cena, arguably can have the title until he retires in December.
Right.
Then you have Jay, which you feel like, oh, okay, the world title picture is wide open. But it's not, though, because once Seth gets his hands on it, realistically, you can see him not dropping the belt no time soon.
No. Right.
Yeah.
So, honestly, the world title picture is kind of locked at the moment. If your name is not Cody Rhodes, it might be a little rough.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I still think he gets there. I still think it's in the cards. I think he could definitely. I think this would be a good year for him to hold that title for a stretch. I don't know how we get there, but I do agree to that sentiment. Here's another side of 4 sides. Logan Paul made the title internet and TV famous. Yes, but Logan Paul also defended the title 3 times in 200 and something odd days. My hot take, fellas, let Jacob Fatu beat the U.S. title record.
Yes.
Have him hold it longer than anybody else. Have him break
the record?
Moxley's record. Have him break WCW Luger's record if you really want to get nuts here. I don't know what kind of lineage is tied to that U.S. title anymore because WWE's kept the lineages pretty cloudy and muddy over these last couple years. But have him hold it longer than Moxley or Ambrose did. I think his was at 266. No, maybe it was 3-6. It was like around.
I just looked it up. So the longest reigning is Luger for 523 days. That's a hot minute. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's a long time, baby.
That's a minute. And then you got Ambrose / Mox for 351 days, which is also a low minute. I'm not.
So have him hold that till.
I just realized on this man dumb. They really had Mox drop it 2 weeks before he made a full calendar year. Yeah, that's not Grammy. I don't know what is.
Very.
Well,
that is very Grammy.
Very
different era there for the WWE. That's for sure.
That is.
Yeah, that's the tough scenes. But talking about Jeff Cobb, talking about some debuts here. Jeff Cobb is here, and Jeff Cobb. I don't know what the plans are here, fellas. Maybe you guys can fill me in, but Jacob Fatu is clearly not happy about this, and you can
No.
tell by his
No.
reaction.
No.
Solo once again fucks up and makes his bed before he even has a chance to get out of bed. He's already in the doghouse for this fatal 4-way. Okay, with Jacob. Now you're introducing this guy to help me win a match. I don't need anybody's help. I'm the Samoan werewolf.
Right.
I like where we're headed with this. This is a great tension builder, a great block in the kind of roadblock in the whole Solo Jacob thing. This is your device. I'm just intrigued to see how they use it here.
I mean, I feel like clearly we can see this is a SummerSlam match. You know what I mean, with Solo and Jacob. I think that's clear as day. However, though, I do like the Jeff Cobb thing, because if you're not immediately throwing him into the mid-card main event picture, it's like kind of what do you do with him? So you kind of hide him with Solo in that Enforcer role, which has been great for all members of the Bloodline. Because even Tama was balling out a little bit. You know what I mean? Tama was balling out. Don't get me wrong, Tama wasn't a heavy hitter, but Tama had a nice little niche that worked out for him. So I think it'll thrive. Because if there's anything about the Bloodline or Bloodline related adjacent stuff, them boys love turning on each other.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully he can build some momentum. I did see a lot of discourse saying, how dare you say the women can't be this, the women can't be that. However, you get these 42-year-old men up in the mix and this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, listen, I see your point. I'm ageist myself, so I definitely don't like seeing the old dudes. Because realistically, what is he going to do? A 3-5 year contract? Be 47 and be like, all right, thank you for your service. Enjoy your time.
Yeah.
So it's a little Grammy, but overall, let's just see what he brings to the mix.
Okay. I mean, if we're going to follow up releasing 9 women with a Jeff Cobb signing, those don't equate. Those don't equate. And I know your point. That's the point you're making.
No, the women thing is, here's my takeaway from the women, right?
Better sign a couple women in the mix if you're going to do it.
No. You don't have to sign a couple women. You know why? Because they're going to empty the coffers from NXT. Bro, they're going to empty the coffers.
Oh yeah.
Shawn Michaels is about to have a brand new batch of women coming from his Instagram discover page.
Yep.
Wrestle on Tuesdays. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen. Full blown. So it's like the women signing thing, it's rough. They dropped a lot of women. I'm not gonna downplay that at all. A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you can argue that most of them haven't even realized their full potential.
Oh yeah.
But who are we to argue with somebody who's been wrestling for 40 years in the business and can see things? So at that point, listen, me personally, I don't have anything against cuts. Because I watch ball and you guys watch ball too. And these football contracts are unforgiving.
Fair. Yeah.
The moment your guaranteed money is done and you underperform by a smidgen,
you're done.
And the team and you're done. You know what I mean? Same thing with ball. Like basketball, you can't release guys. What you can do is you can buy out the rest of their contract.
Yep.
Baseball, though, that's the only if you can designate them, but guess what? You're still gonna pay them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like if you watch professional sports outside of wrestling, you realize cuts is just part of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
It just is what it is. But I do believe all those women will bounce back in one way or another.
Yeah, I see that point.
Too soon.
There are agreed. There's way more Mormon than there used to be, but there could be more. It should be 50-50 in my regard.
Last comment about the women thing, it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, all these women got dropped. It's like, bro, they weren't using them properly in the first place. So it's like, is it really is it really that crazy?
Yeah.
Maybe H was like, you know what? I can only handle booking 7 women on SmackDown and Raw at a time. Anything more just messes with my head. Let me simplify it for myself and just lessen the numbers.
That's just lazy. If that's the case, that's just lazy. Then what do you want me to say on that? That's what I'll say on that subject. Fellas, you got any last thoughts here about Jeff Cobb, about this fatal 4-way? Because I am cruising on to go talk about some women's wrestling here.
I racked my brain all day trying to figure out who would be the guy because Solo dropped the hit last night. We have no more soldiers. I really thought it was going to be Bronson Reed. I said it can't be Zilla. He's the reality wrestler heavyweight champ, so he's not coming. Oh, yeah. Can't be Bad Luck Fale. He's still in New Japan. Yep. So the Tonga's at Tama's not hurt, but Tonga Low was hurt. So I guess it's going to be Bronson Reed, but we got Jeff Kyle, so it's Jeff Kyle.
Here we are.
I guess I'll deal with him. Jeff Kyle. He's like, they got to give me somebody. Okay, cool. Sean, what would you do if you would have got an email like, I need you to come in right now to handle some bloodline shit?
Oh, I'll be on the way. I'm calling James and Doughboy and saying, hey, we got to roll.
That's in regards to Jacob Fatu holding the title. I don't know. I think Jay's dropping rather soon.
Jay's at SummerSlam. Give my boy the SummerSlam.
Jay lose that to self. After how that match went on Monday night, it was a good match. Great match on Monday night. Jay, you can just tell that, I hate to use the word transitional because that's always a downplay, but it was a feel-good moment at Mania.
It was.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
Right.
There's nothing, bro. You're
still in the records.
You still got to end your thing, and they still send you a copy of your belt that you was a world champion, and that's dope. And it's dope because not a lot of people can say they were ever a world champion.
Yeah.
True.
So it's a beautiful thing. It's a little. I'm sure every wrestler would love to have that year, that Roman Reigns type of reign, right?
Right.
4 years in and out, just undisputably that guy. But I'm not gonna hold you. Not everybody can do it. Cody did a year, a little over a year, and I felt like he could have done a second year if they really wanted to, because there was still so many untouched storylines they didn't do. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of people who can realistically hold the title for more than 6 months, and we're all not like, okay, we get it. Drop the strap already.
Yeah. I will say in that regard, the Roman Reigns record-breaking title reign has broken wrestling fans.
PTSD, for real.
Yeah, it's caused such a thing with, I feel I've seen a lot of with fans like saying like they should hold the title for this long and they should hold it for this long. In our days of watching wrestling, you would have title changes monthly, weekly. Right. You know what I mean? Like we were seeing titles flip-flopping every other month. You know, how many times have we watched, prime example, John Cena and Randy Orton flip those titles back and forth over the course of a year, 3-4 times a pop, you know, in a given year. So I feel like that record-breaking title reign completely put this notion in people's minds that every champion has to hold it for over a year or over 200 days. You can hold a 30-day world title. You can hold a 60-day world title and still be a world champion in history. So I think that I not will to go on a tangent with that.
No. I listen. I feel you. I agree with you. If it's not their first world championship, you know what I mean. If it's your first world championship, I feel like you should hold it a minimum 90 days, maybe a cool 100. If it's your second, third, fourth, fifth championship reign, I don't care if you drop the strap 45 minutes afterward, like Rey Mysterio did. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's like you already had your moment in your memories with the world title, but to become the first time world championship in your history, who knows if you even get a second one? Like, all right, buddy, we know Saturday, but I'm the PLE, but you're dropping it back on Monday. You'll be like, oh man, it sucks. It's terrible.
But do you think that they had Roman Reigns have that long record just to beat out Hulk Hogan's record, considering the fact that everybody wants to get rid of that dude?
Oh yeah,
no, because they messed up. Because if they really wanted to get rid of Hogan's record, he would have only had to hold it till September. You know what I mean? He was mere months away. The real reason why Roman held that belt for so long was because circumstances just kept happening.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Somebody got injured on Raw day one. I think Lesnar was supposed to beat him day one for the championship, but then who was the champion? Lashley got hurt, so they put Lesnar in that spot. There was just so many situations and so many times and things happening that Roman just blessed in. Then there was rumors that allegedly they wanted Cody to win the championship on 39, but then Heyman and Roman, they went to bat for themselves. Like, listen, give us one more year and we'll build up Jay. and that worked wonderfully for the company because
It
Jay
did.
is a hella merch mover. You know what I mean?
He is.
So yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be that long originally.
Okay.
He just kind of got blessed into it.
Well, speaking of walking into things, R-Truth just interrupted John Cena in the press conference.
You watch it, yeah.
I see it. I see it.
I try to watch those press conferences, man. I try.
Okay.
Sometimes it's hit or miss.
Oh, and John Cena now has just AA'd R-Truth through the the table on the press conference. John Cena just AA'd R-Truth, his biggest fan.
Hero.
What a dick. Fuck you, John.
I love that for him.
How dare you, John? To R-Truth, the greatest professional wrestler in the history of the world. Bastard.
I love that for John. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's rude. Oh, well, there you go, folks. There's your Saturday night's main event, world title match. R-Truth versus his childhood hero, John Cena. If you've been living under a rock, that's been circling the old board. Let's get to some of these comments here real quick. The Real Cricket said Cody held the belt too long. He was stale long before WrestleMania.
Yes.
There was peaks and valleys. Roman had COVID, so Lesnar beat Big E at day one. There you go. There it is.
He didn't he compete at day one? Yeah,
Reigns himself missed the PLE, so Lesnar got moved to the WWE Championship match. There you go.
Yeah, you see circumstances.
Yeah.
Circumstances were at an all-time high tonight here with the Women's Intercontinental Championship being defended by Lyra Valkyria. Woo! And she's taking on her protege, her fellow Irish woman, and yada, yada, yada. They go way back. It's all the years added to. They're both Irish. Shout out to them. Shout out to Ireland. Becky Lynch.
Shout out to Ireland.
And to me, fellas, this right here was a damn good match. I really enjoyed this match. I have no complaints. It did exactly what it needed to do. It established Lyra as a legitimate champion, as the Women's Intercontinental Champion. We've talked a lot about Lyra. I'm sure we'll get a lot of comments here on this match. But before we go to this incredible panel, I will say that I really liked it. I thought this was effective the way Lyra won. It adds some depth here. And as well, the crowd was behind Lyra during this match for the first time. And honestly, her entire title reign. So I guess the Becky Lynch emergency button in this scenario worked, at least in the sense that Lyra feels more legitimate. Let's go to Sean and his thoughts on this Intercontinental Women's Championship match.
I gotta give a shout out to my boy KJ because this match went too long, and he just said, "Keep watching this great storytelling." It was good storytelling, but lightning does not strike twice in a bottle for me with this match. The NXT one was better. This one to me just felt too long. The missus got bored. She started saying, like, hey, when they gonna finish this? When they gonna go home? Like, it's just taking too long. And there was a story to be told in this match, and they told it. But I just think if you shave off 8 minutes, you only got 5 matches. So you want to give everybody that 30 minute, 15-minute window to work with. You're gonna shave off maybe 8 to 10 minutes. I can say this was a classic, but with me, four side of the ring, I'm still a Chino margarita match.
Damn, that's crazy you say that because Bucking Like a Mark said, you fellas talking about Lyra? I'm going to go get a margarita. I'll check in later. It wasn't. I don't know, guys.
1,000%. 1,000%. It was a good match. Obviously, I believe it wasn't a margarita match. I think I said in our show on Thursday, Becky is a talent raiser, man. Becky has given most of these women their best matches. And I feel like she doesn't get enough credit for that. You know what I mean? She's gave Liv her best match before Liv started balling out of control. She gave Nia her best match on the roster when she returned. She gave Tiffany her best match. She gave Lyra her best match down at NXT. Talent riser, man. And she made people feel things. I think this was the first time I've ever seen a Lyra Valkyria match, and I was like, wow, maybe she is a hooper. You know what I mean? If Booking Like a Mark still has his ear to the thing, this was the greatest women's match of all time. Nah, I'm fucking around. I just want to see him sweat a little bit, but it was a really good women's match. The reason I said that we have a group chat with Mark. yeah, he was going on a little bit of a tangent, so that one was for him.
Oh, we love you, Mark. Cricket said he's not a fan of Lyra.
Ooh.
All right. All right. I respect it. Hey, listen, on the Nightcap, we're very open to opinions. Everyone's got their opinions. Let's go to Podcast Mini for his opinion on this match.
I didn't think it was the Margarita match. I did not think it was. Lyra Valkyria showed how skilled she was in this match, but I think I got to go with Channel on this one. Becky Lynch helped bring out the best in her, and that was very, very good. You know, you've got these wrestlers that are long tenured, won championships, bringing up younger talent. I liked it. It was a very good match to me. I was entertained by it. It was very good. Not like the best match on the card, but it was very good to me. I like this match. It was a entertaining match. Lyra did very, very well. You know, Becky Lynch doing what Becky Lynch does, doing Becky Lynch things, making the match believable. So yeah, no complaints here.
Okay. Rick wants to know, curious where they go from here. Does Vic?
No.
Go ahead, Chano.
No, you can finish your thought.
No, it's too late. You go ahead.
And I will say, I disagree with you. I do disagree with you, Smitty. I do think that was the best actual wrestling match on the card.
Okay, I can dig that.
Like actual graps. I think that was the best match on the card.
Right.
And to answer Rick's thing, I do expect Becky to eventually get the Intercontinental Championship off of Lyra. Listen, Saturday Night Main Event is 2 weeks away. You know what I mean? Lyra's not going to be like, oh my God, you try to break my arm, but I'm over it. So this is done. You know what I mean? The few lives another day.
Mm-hmm.
So I do expect, because honestly, with Lyra eating 3 manhandle slams and all those shenanigans, who else is going to take this out? You know what I mean? It's crazy. It was finishers galore. So I do expect Becky to get the job done eventually.
Yeah, she'll be an IC champ. This is a good one from Burning Orchids. That's the role of a good established WWE star, is to help credibly put over younger up-and-comers. Good example, Undertaker. Bad example, Shawn Michaels. That's a great comment. That's been the point. That has been the point that I have been trying to make for weeks. Me and the Prez got into it on the Nightcap Monday night. And he was like, oh, yeah, this is why Becky's here. Well, Becky's here to give Lyra that legitimate win with this title. You know, she did it with the NXT championship, like Chano mentioned. That's what I felt that Becky's role here is obviously we are not finished here. The lingering question of the evening is where is Bayley? I expected a Bayley sighting here tonight.
Yes.
We did not get Bayley, you know, kind of helping, maybe interrupting the match. Becky's distracted. Lyra rolls her up. Maybe they want to save that for something else. But getting Lyra to beat Becky all on her own, that right there, that seals the deal. The crowd was 50-50. Let's go, Becky. Let's go, Lyra. You know, you can't fake that. You could, but it wasn't. So overall, I think this was a win, and I agree. I think this was probably the best actual wrestling match on the card, but there was a lot of good here still on this card. Feels like the U.S. title feels more over than the IC title. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, with Chelsea Green at the helm, yes. Now with Zelina, we'll see what they do with Zelina. If Triple H can't book Zelina with the title, then you know what's going to end up happening. It's going back to Chelsea.
Yeah. I think Chelsea should continue having a long run with the title. She's one of those people that you don't have to have her a night in, night out defending the title, because just promos, backstage segments. I mean, even without the title right now, she's killing the backstage just they doing the funeral for the U.S. title. That's the creativity that she has that I think, you know, I like Zelina, but I just don't think Zelina will be able to bring relevance to it like Lyra's doing over on Monday night.
Valid. I don't know where Chano went. Chano went to, I think Channel City had to go Get his laundry out the dryer. Oh, and he say his name and he appears now twice.
Yeah,
tonight.
no, 1,000%. I was paranoid about the dryer timer going crazy. I do agree with you guys. Honestly, I feel like Zelina won the strap because Malachi Black or Aleister Black he put in his contract first and foremost. Overall, though, I kind of feel like this is Zelina's moment to make something of her WWE career. You know what I mean? I feel like if she can't put up at this moment, she might be next on that list of bubbles. You know what I mean? When you see next and up. So that's just my 2 cents on Zelina.
That's crazy. All right.
You guys heard me, or did I black out?
Oh no, we heard you. I heard I heard that she might be next on the bubble. That's crazy, dog.
You've been heard.
Oh, I think he's frozen. He doesn't know what happened. He can't hear us.
Well, she maybe not on the bubble, because
Channel, you're delayed here, bud.
Wait, you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's glitching.
Yeah.
Oh, Chano. Oh, we're losing Chano.
Wide 6 strikes again.
He's crashing out.
Nah, maybe not on the bubble because the husband.
Yeah, we can't hear you, bud.
Your channel crashing out, man.
I think we lost him.
No, come back.
I think he's lost.
Come back.
I think we lost Chano. Anyway, while we figure out these technical difficulties, this is a great time to let you guys know that I am in fact a WWE Shop affiliate. Link holder, and if you guys need any gear from WWE, make sure you check the links of all my episodes and my social medias for my WWE Shop affiliate link. All proceeds go to Mailing Off with Mike and of course Boom Broadcasting to support the YouTube content creation growth as well. If you're looking for tickets, SeatGeek, use code MOWM for your first purchase for $20 off your first purchase. While we figure out if Chano Hayes was taken by the Wyatt Six or if the FBI rolled up on him for his hate you shenanigans and only accepting Bitcoin. We're not quite sure what federal agency got Chano or if it was in fact the Wyatt Six. But we are going to go ahead and move on. Wyatt or Blam, LOL. Tell him to get off the dial up. I think Chano's got more things to worry about than just the Wyatt Six. I think he's got to worry about the feds rolling in here with hate you. I think they just got audited or something. We're in trouble. I'm burning papers in the back rooms like the Young Bucks in AEW. Let's go ahead. We'll keep the show rolling. Hopefully we can get Chano back in the mix. If not, Chano, let us know how much the bail is, and I'll try to post it from the Prez's account. The Intercontinental Championship was defended by everybody's, and of course, this is Chano's guy, and he's going to miss this match. Chano's favorite wrestler, your favorite wrestler, maybe your girl's favorite wrestler. That's Dirty Dom Mysterio defending against the smoothest, coolest of operators. That is Mr. Penta. That is Zero Miedo. Let's go over to Podcast Smitty to start us off here with this Intercontinental Championship match. What do you got for us?
I was really thinking that Penta was going to walk away with it. I really was. Yep. I really was thinking he was going to. But of course, that damn crazy, one of the greatest luchadors of all time, El Grande Americano, strikes again. He strikes again, a.k.a. Chad Gable. He strikes again in this match. I like the use of El Grande Americano. I like the use of him in this match because, you know, the gimmick is wrong.
Yes.
But
it's so
wrong. But it's so funny and it's getting over and it's really working. Now they added him into this match and it made it work. I have a funny feeling that he's going to be in that Intercontinental Championship picture. Just very, very soon. He's going to be in that picture. And oh my God. I mean, I think that H is crazy enough to put that title on him. I really think he is, with how over he's getting with the fans and how over he's getting. And man, you know, the AAA folks, boy, they're going to be mad seeing him at World Collide. It can be mad seeing that man, but it's just crazy enough to work. So, but the match was good. But all in all, the match was good. I enjoy Penta a lot. I am glad to see Penta in the WWE and being used. On top of that, too, that's another thing, being used. Not sitting collecting a check. He's being used, and you're seeing his true talent. For those who have not seen Penta in AAA or have seen him in AEW, which I'm pretty sure they've seen him in AEW, but, seeing him on the grand stage like this, seeing him on a good stage is good to see. And you got to give it to Dom. Dom is actually doing pretty well with the Intercontinental Championship. So, I got to give credit to all three of these men. They've done very, very well, including El Grande Americano, a.k.a. Chad Gable. They're all doing great. So, yes, good stuff.
Okay. I saw him for a second. He disappeared. We had Chano back for a moment. I don't know where he went. We'll get him back. We're going to get him back, ladies and gentlemen. I think we posted bail already. Record-breaking time here today, ladies and gentlemen. Those wire transfers, shout out. Sean, talk to the people here. Actually, wait, time out.
Okay.
Shannon, if they put the IC title on El Grande Americano, man, what a slap in the face to Chad Gable. What a slap. I just processed that. I'm still processing that you said that. And I'm like, whoa, what? Tell me he did not just say that.
It really would be. It would be a real slap in the face, but it would be hilarious if, he won the Intercontinental Championship as El Grande Americano, and he threw the mask off and was like, it was me all along.
The greatest luchador. How dare you, Triple A, throw him out of Mexico?
Oh, my Lord.
I want to see him unmask El Grande Americano, and it's not even Chad Gable.
That would be even better.
That would be so much funnier. So much funnier. And the whole time, when the fans were doing their little detective work and they were like, he's got the Olympic ring tattoo, we find out that it was fake. They actually drew, they got a fake tattoo and airbrushed it on. So we thought it was Chad instead of the other way around and having him cover the tattoo with makeup or something. So we couldn't see the tattoo. So the whole time they're just gaslighting the ever-living shit out of everyone. That's Chad Gable. Michael Cole tonight. That's Chad Gable. No, it's not even close. That actually is some random man who happens to be El Grande Americano, and he just so happens to be from the Gulf of America. It'd be so stupid. It would be the stupidest fucking thing they could do, but I would laugh my ass off like these two are laughing their asses off. They unmask him, and it's fucking generic wrestler 6. It's Rick. It's that guy Rick from the ball.
Marty Jannetty. Marty
Jannetty or something. Something stupid. Oh, I love it. I would absolutely love it. So this only leads to one conclusion. There is only one stop that we get to with this chaos. The Judgment Day, El Grande Americano, Penta's going at it in a 5-on-1 here. So the only clear-cut destination is a Lucha Brothers reuniting to take on the fake luchador that is El Grande Americano and Dom Mysterio and the rest of the Judgment Day. Call up Rey Mysterio, call up the LWO. I guess we're going to do the same thing that we're doing with the Bloodline. If you are from an island, you might be in the LWO or might be involved in Luchador. So, hey, I look better than generic 6.
Yeah, man, classic WWE. Put them all together. All the racial groups, put them together.
The funniest part about the LWO is I'm almost 100% sure that Joaquin Wilde is actually Filipino. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive he's half Filipino, half Mexican. But if he is, if I remember correctly, I remember someone saying he's Filipino descent, which would make it even funnier because that's just the WWE way, man. Maybe maybe we're getting crazy here. Maybe they'll call up the Mexicools. I don't know what's gonna happen anymore. I don't know what's gonna happen anymore. Is he back? Can you hear us?
Hey!
I can hear. I came back the first time, but then I seen Smitty talking, but I didn't see the lips moving. I was like, yeah, I'm fried. I was like, I gotta reset my box right now.
Nice. And I just was told by your mom not to pick on you, so I won't pick on you anymore, Chano.
It's like elementary school all over again.
I guess I'm
getting PTSD flashbacks over here.
I got you. We'll traumatize you one more time for the nightcap. John, what were your thoughts here on Dom and Penta? And then we'll get back to the man who just had the feds did a sweep here for Chase U. Sean, what did you think about Dom and Penta?
This was a good match. I knew Dom was winning. I mean, Penta not getting beat doesn't hurt him. I think we come from an era, especially me, where you saw a top guy like Penta losing to a Dom. But to get Grande Americano involved with it makes it even better. I was glad that Dom won. I think Dom needs a damn good long run with the IC title. I think he does. I think Dom can he won't bring prestige back to the title. That's what Gunther did. But Dom will bring that type of heel role with the title where every time he wins, because either the Judgment Day gets involved, El Grande Americano, some type of shenanigan will happen for him to win. And I think that's the guy that you even when he won, the crowd was still going off for him. He's got a cult following right now. I'm a part of it. I think Dom has something right now that's working with the Judgment Day. We know it's building for him and Finn to break up, but the key thing is, my boy, America, I can't say El Grande Americano, the greatest luchador to ever live, was involved.
There it is. Well, Chano, he's your guy. This is your guy. You've advocated. You love him. Dirty Dom defends his title successfully against Penta. What did you think about this one here?
I feel like, listen, I agree with you guys, but I do believe Dom is the greatest intercontinental champion of all time. Listen, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm naturally delusional, and Dom's my guy, so I got no choice.
Oh, wow! He's delusional.
Listen, the moment Dom said, I was like, you know what? He's right.
He's right.
I was like, he's right. Like,
all the greats have held the IC title.
It's him. It's Dominic Mysterio. Bro, I'm telling you, the day Dom wins a world championship, I'm gonna be crying with his family in the front row. It's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be nuts. Nah, honestly, save up all my checks, work all my overtime for that one moment. Pay off an informant to see where they're gonna sit, so I can sit there with them. Not even talk to them, not pay them no mind the whole entire night until that moment. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? Listen, is this one thing I do appreciate Penta? I do appreciate that Penta's been coming out as a different color Power Ranger for the last month and a half. You know what I mean? My man's came out in the red. He came out in the white or the green the other day, and I peeped it. I was like, huh. That's suspicious. Then the next week it was like Power Ranger Red. I was like, huh, we doing something right here. Then I seen the blue. I was like, yeah, my man's loves the Power Rangers.
Hey,
it's fresh, dude.
It was a good match though, man. I feel like this reign is gonna be more about. It's gonna be more about how how Finn keeps trying to get Dom to lose, but Dom keeps winning anyway due to some other shenanigans.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is.
Yep.
And then Finn is gonna be upset one day, and he's gonna be like, "Fuck it, I can't do this passive aggressively no more. I gotta do this balls to the wall and handle this myself physically because these little nudges are cute, but then they don't do anything. My boy's still thriving, and I can't have that."
Yeah, Finn doesn't like seeing other people in the Judgment Day be successful. No. Case in point, Damian Priest. So I was half expecting that tonight, fellas. I said that on the predictions, but the founder of Four Sides of the Ring called it. He said El Grande Americano would interrupt this match and cost Penta the IC title, and sure as hell, it happened. I absolutely love my favorite subsection of internet meme right now is Penta's entrance walk to Smooth Operator. Yes. That has been taking me out every week. Shout out to Hang 'em High. Shout out to V on Twitter. Man, oh man, Penta is so fucking cool. I really want him to hold some gold here very soon, whether it's the tag titles with Ray or whether he gets a crack at the IC title again, finally wins it, or whatever the case in point may be for Penta. I love him. We love him. The fans love him. Channel loves him because he's a fan of Power Rangers. WWE's missing huge merch money by not putting other colored Penta masks on WWE Shop. I don't know what kind of production, how long those take to produce, because they're pretty quality made from what I was told by Menta. You know, we haven't seen him in a while on the Nightcap, so we'll see where he's at. I heard he got lost with El Grande Americano the last time they went down to Mexico together. So we're still trying to figure out where he is, but we know Penta is here to stay in WWE, so I'm all about it. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to the match that had all of us scratching our heads when it was announced. The Ring General Gunther taking on Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee with one of the coolest jerseys I thought tonight, with the motherfucker on the back, which was pretty funny. Pat and Gunther, what a weird night tonight was. Let's go to Sean for this one, because I know Sean's probably got some hot takes he needs to get off his chest about this match. So, Sean, take it away.
If we didn't have Jacob win, this would have been probably my match of the night right here.
Wow.
And the only reason I'm saying it because you can go in two ways in this match. Pat gets squashed, or Gunther carries Pat the whole entire way, and it makes Pat still look bad coming out. He's an announcer, part-time wrestler. But you had that little feel-good moment that I wanted in this match where Pat got a good little fury in. Now, I really like the part bringing Cole involved with it. And I still cannot figure out how Michael Cole went through all this stuff in the match and his shirt did not get untucked one time. It stayed tucked in the whole time. I still couldn't figure it out. But it was a good match right here. Not my match of the night, but I was glad not to see Pat get squashed, and it was good to see a little fury. And at the end, to see Gunther show that little respect to him, like, hey, you know, you did better than what I thought. You know, I could have put you away the first 5 minutes. Only biggest take I got about this match is that I'm glad this didn't happen. And I texted everybody before the match. If Pat wins, Gunther's done. You just might as well say, thank you, Gunther. We wish you the best for your future endeavors, and send him on his way. But glad that Gunther won. Now let's get Gunther back to what he is, being the ring general, getting him back elevated, get a match with Jey Uso. I'm glad that Goldberg did not show up. I will say that. Because I kept saying they're going to hit that music, and I'm like, oh, God. Now, Chano, he's one of those guys in the club that I don't want to see on my TV no more. Goldberg.
Ooh.
Listen, I got one question, and one question only for Boom Broadcast. Do they not drug test on the job? I mean, I said the second match of the night if it wasn't for Jacob 5-2. I was like, that perks my ears up real quick. I was like, what?
Yep.
A murder? You like watching a murder as your favorite match of the night if it wasn't for Jacob 5-2? Jesus Christ. The whole entire time I was like, he has a family.
Jim Ross.
Whoa, like Pat McAfee, he came into the match like make sure it's your arm. Because I know your face has the Phoenix Sun, you know what I mean? McAfee came in that complexion.
Oh, come on.
He left the match. Smitty, hold up your shirt real quick. He left the match that complexion. You know what I mean? Pat earned his WWE paycheck tonight. I'm not gonna hold you. He got the shit beat out of him. And I'm not gonna hold you. You're right, Smitty. Fucking that shirt. That fucking shirt was just tucked into the max. You know what I mean? I felt like that was a onesie clip in the bottom because he knew that shit was gonna happen. Listen, I was promised Goldberg. I wanted to see his old ass one more time.
No.
Because it's like I don't want to see.
love it.
I don't want to see Gunther and Jey Uso one more time. I can't listen. The IWC is toxic as it is. It's a better place when they're not shitting on Jey Uso for Gunther. You know what I mean? Right now, it's Logan Paul, and the only person advocating for Logan Paul is my other member of Hate You, the other Dean, Martin, Nitram. It's just him. It's just like the Jey Uso slander has slopped momentarily for a couple of weeks due to this feud. I can't deal with it. Jey Uso's a good man, goddammit. He's a good man.
Well, here's a interesting comment from, of course, our friend Mark.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chano and Sean, for just covering your face, but this is a MLA type paragraph here. Pat McAfee looking good against Gunther not only hurts the former world heavyweight champion, but also every person Gunther beat. I would have preferred to have Cole throw in the towel for Pat.
He didn't look that good. I mean, my man, he probably got off like 3 punter kicks off. You know what I mean?
Right.
But there was like enough writing analysis in the storyline. Listen,
Yeah.
I feel you. I agree with you. But Pat McAfee earned his paycheck tonight. He got his ass beat. I feel like nobody, unless it was interference, I feel like there was no way anybody walked into this match. They're like, yeah, this is gonna be a nice 50-50 match. Calling this a 90-10 match is generous. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Pat was getting his ass beat relentlessly. I'm not gonna hold you. I did pop a little bit when Michael Cole held Gunther's legs down. I popped a little bit. I was like, oh my god, this is my eyes got wide. I was like, this is insanity.
I loved
They could let this happen.
I loved
like,
Cole in the
Gunther
beginning
bounce
going,
back?
I'm always unbiased in my commentating, but tonight I'm biased as fuck. Pat embarrassed his ass. Like, come on. Like,
I'm not gonna hold
that
you.
shit's
When I heard him say that, I was like, yo, he's a goddamn liar. My man biased as hell. Let Dom Mysterio go anywhere near that ring.
Oh.
And he's like, look at this dirty SOB in front of me.
Hey.
He had a nice quality woman over here, and look what he did to him.
Yeah,
It did not make sense with the King back in the day because the King used to get his ass beat too.
Yep.
The moment you go full time to that table, you should not be allowed to have one-off matches because it's a slaughter. It's a slaughterhouse.
Pat's in his 30s. He's athletic.
not-
He looked good
I'm not gonna
tonight.
hold
His only slip up, and I'm sure this will get played relentlessly by the Goon Squad on Pat's show this week, was this slip up.
All right, that'll wake up the McAfee.
Yep.
Oh,
He bit the dust on that one. He bit the dust.
Wish she would have felt like face first, be like, wow, damn.
Hey.
is old, but at least he knew how to wrestle. Are we talking about the same?
What do we talk about? If you put Jerry Lawler's old ass against Gunther or whatever age you're talking about, it still looks like that. You know what I mean? There's no yes, I am holding up a Power Ranger sword. There is no iteration. There is no iteration of that match with an announcer that looks good. I promise you. Wade Barrett's old ass can step into the ring right now and it would still look just as an ass whipping. That was a thoroughbred ass whipping. If you were having a bad day, if your boss made you upset, you could picture yourself as Gunther and Pat McAfee as your boss and just enjoy that match and release some steam that way.
That's a good point. It is a good point. Why are we wasting time on announcers when actual wrestlers could be getting that time? Because, like Sean's point, Gunther needed this win like we need air to breathe. So they had to figure something out to give Gunther a cheap win to get his kind of stock back in the right direction. That's what this was. This also, I saw on Twitter, I wish I had the tweet so I could air it here to give the user credit. But basically, this entire feud is the culmination of Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, Dick Ride and Jey Uso right in front of Gunther. So they heard too much, and Gunther said, enough is enough, you two stooges. I'm going to choke the shit out of Michael Cole, and then I'm not going to, that's it. So McAfee's popular too. Got to mix him in until football season. I mean, yeah, this is probably the last, you're probably getting Pat till July, August, college football starts. He's on College Game Day. So Pat's gone come August. And then, you're obviously going to figure out who's going to be on the Raw commentary booth with Cole, probably Joe Tessitore. Would have been awesome if Wade got involved. Gunther could be fired. I'd like to see Wade Barrett get back in the ring relatively soon. Did we miss anybody? Because this whole show is divulging the chaos. So I've lost the reins on this. So if you haven't had a chance to get your thoughts in, fellas, please just tell me to shut the fuck up, and we'll get into it.
Are we good?
Nah, I mean, this your show. Imagine we're like, yeah, Mike, just shut up.
Yeah, Mike. No one wants to hear you mouth off anymore. Shut your ass up.
No invite to next show.
Banned for life. Never coming back on.
It's bad enough. It's bad enough the president sends me fines every time I make an appearance on the show. You know what I mean? I've been mailing in boxes full of pennies, and I'm sure he doesn't appreciate it because it make USPS deliver him the bill for the shipping. You know what I mean? He's not happy about the wait.
I sent him about 35 box tops, and he said, "What the hell is this?" I said, "That's fine money. 35 box tops. Go cash them in at your local establishment, and you can get a couple cents." You know. Sent them a couple Coke bottles, 10 cents on the dollar in North Carolina. I looked it up. You guys recycle.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to hold you. That's 1,000% what I'm doing. Next time he hits me with, I'm going to drop off 3,000 empty Coke bottles.
Well, here's a great, I love Mark and his analogies. Having a commentator step into the ring with the former world champion is like putting Jimmy Olsen against Darkseid. There's a whole Justice League for big fights. Damn. Jimmy Olsen, beat reporter at the Daily Planet, going up against Darkseid.
Do you remember that Superman storyline where there was somebody was stepping into Jimmy Olsen's girl? My man grew a pair of hair on his balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure in that moment he'll step to Darkseid for a moment. He'll step to Darkseid, but he'll text him. He'll text Soups on the side, but like, buddy, I need you. Stat. I need
Superman, you. Call up that Superman helpline, please. So we are at our fifth and final match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've made it here. The Undisputed Championship is being defended. Man, I can't talk today. That day-night doubleheader's got me. Will be defended by John Cena. That is not John Cena. That is John Cena and Randy Orton. Against hometown hero Randy Orton. We're in St. Louis, baby. That crowd was absolutely perfect. I got goosebumps just thinking about it. This is something that John Cena said it best, guys. My childhood did in fact die after the bell rang on this match because realization set in. That is it. This is the last time, quote unquote, that we are going to get John Cena in the ring with Randy Orton. I don't buy that. I don't buy it 100%. But if it is the last time, then man, oh man, what a way to end it, ladies and gentlemen. John Cena and Randy Orton. I love this graphic, so I had to pull it from Backlash here. WWE debut 2002, World Championship 17-14. Other championships 9-6 include singles and tag team titles, 2 Royal Rumble wins apiece, and a Money in the Bank briefcase for each guy. You couldn't have asked for more parallel careers in two guys that came up together in the Ohio Valley developmental, making it into the WWE and becoming two of, if not the greatest professional sports entertainer, wrestlers, you want to call them, whatever you want to call them, they are two of the greatest to ever do it. And tonight was a final chapter in their 25-year feud. And fellas, it lived up to the hype for me. Let's go to Shadow. Start us off here.
For 2 45-plus-year-old men, the match was entertaining. I will give him that. But I will say it must be Cena age or something because that AA has no juice on it no more. He could hit 10 of them things. They still kicking out of the 2. It don't matter. It don't matter. That AA has 0 juice. It's honestly the AA to RKO was pretty nice.
Good callback. Good callback.
It was. Everything about this match is nostalgia, right? Like Mike said before he let this off, this was nostalgia. This was my childhood. I remember the first time they roped up. See, the last one they roped up is like, wow, I'm kind of old. I'm kind of washed. Even my son, my son is 4. He was watching this with me a little bit. He was like, Daddy, why are they fighting? They're not friends? I was like, it's complicated. I was like, nah, they're not friends. You didn't see them getting into it. Then you see the ref bump. He's like, why he hit him? He wasn't even fighting. I was like, sometimes baby, things just happen. He's like, he's on the floor. I was like, yeah, those guys are superhuman. They're super strong. Then I think my son was just picking up moves to use on me tomorrow morning. But he neither here nor there. You know what I mean? But overall, it was a nostalgia-filled match. It wasn't a wrestling match. It was just an sports entertainment match at that. And it was dope. You had everything that you could want from it. Randy spazzing out on everybody, having to pay a big-ass fine on Friday.
Yep.
He's lucky Nick Aldis is a cool guy because once you pay the fine, he's like, I'm not even stressing this no more.
Or Hurricane 8-1, Davari 8-1, Jamie Noble 8-1.
I'm not gonna hold you. Seeing JB Noble again was like, wow, I'm old as fuck. I remember when he used to wrestle.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like Jesus Christ. God. It was solid though, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I have zero interest in an R-Truth John Cena match.
No.
As there's zero interest, I don't. Listen, keep
me
honest, guys.
You guys are enrolled in Hate You because I have a small interest in it.
Be honest, guys. If you had to pay $60 for PLEs, like the pay-per-views was back in the day, would you still be buying these pay-per-views?
No. If I couldn't get them bootleg, I wouldn't be buying them.
That's what I'm saying.
I was the bootleg king back in the days.
Bro, that's what I'm telling you. I was like, it's like WWE, they shorten the amount of matches that are on the card. It's mostly ads, and then you get low-key matches that like, all right, bro, you can do this on a Friday Night SmackDown. You pay, you know why the real cricket? Because your pocket's deep as fuck. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. You got that oil money, baby. Let's be honest.
We're fielding sponsors for the Nightcap. So cricket, if you got that 100 for John Cena and R-Truth, I want to know what you got for the Nightcap. We'll get some new graphics and lights and throw up some pyro. Fuck it, we ball.
I quit. That was good too.
I quit.
That was good.
Oh God, Channel's laggy. Channel's lagging here.
I think I'm back. The screen went black. I heard everybody giggling. I was like, oh man, what happened? What I miss?
Oh, all right. Let's see. Shad and Sean, who wants it next? Who wants to talk John Cena and Randy Orton?
Man, it was a nostalgia match. Of course it was, and that's exactly what it was going to be. John Cena talking about, oh, I'm going to ruin wrestling. He had a pretty dope moment at the end of the match where he got on the mic.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. He's been waiting for this heel. He's waiting for this heel to turn his whole life. My man is eating as a heel. Is perfect. The last real champion. I'm like, whoa, really? Nice. So he's milking that heel role, definitely. So I do like that.
Okay. All right. Sean, last but certainly not least.
Good match. Match of the night right here. I don't have to go take the PS test for the drug test on this whole thing.
This is President. What are we doing? What are we doing over here?
Prez put the fucking text. The text message just came out to the Boom Broadcasting group chat. Mike, mouthing off with Mike, Podcast Mini, and Sean all required to take a mandatory 3-panel drug test Monday, 6 a.m. Standard Time.
All right. For Sean specifically, you gotta double up on the amount of tests. He might cheat the first one.
It's a 12 panel for Sean. 12 panel.
I want the nurse in the bathroom with Sean watching.
He's still gonna say it was a false positive though.
Yes.
He's appealing.
I can imagine the press conference now on Brew Broadcast said, you want to stand in front of a podium? That's a false positive. Me, never in my life have I ever used.
I've never once used performance enhancing drugs. I have never once used drugs for my takes here on the Nightcap. I am not a criminal.
I didn't even know where Sean lived, but I'll take a first flight out there immediately to call bullshit. I wouldn't even pull up with a camera, a notebook, a notepad, a pencil, nothing. This is Sean off on 4 sides of the ring, and I just want to say bullshit.
Oh God, folks! If you're still not convinced that the Nightcap hosted by yours truly is not the greatest, the best ongoing post wrestling show recap, spectacular extravaganza, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Maybe we got to get you drug tested too next. Because if you're not down with that, then I got 2 words for you. Suck it. Listen. Sean, match of the night. I agree. It was a spectacular. So take it away. Finish your thoughts before I send Chano to the Shadow Realm tonight.
It was like Chano said. It was not a wrestling match. It was a sports entertainment match. It was a lot of people's childhood. Telling the age right here. It was my adulthood. But both of these guys got I was going to that adulthood age. So it was nostalgia for that right there. But, RKO out of AA, beautiful. RKO when Cena came off of doing the shoulder tackles out of nowhere, another beautiful one right there. Randy looked good this match. We knew Randy was not going over. Cena has thrived in this heel role. Like Podcast Smitty said, Cena's been waiting for this for years to be a heel, and right now he's putting his stamp of approval on it. Could we see them run this back? I would think, and I told everybody, this is not going to be Flair and Steamboat. It's going to be more Flair and Sting on the last Nitro, where you had an older Flair, a mid-age Sting, and it was just a good, decent sports entertainment match. That's what we got out of this. Cena is loving every minute of it. On the way out when the show was over with, he did that walk. He wanted to try. He was trying his best not to break character and keep that serious face on. But when they were saying thank you, Cena, he really wanted to just smile and see that the people have now gravitated to him saying he's killing wrestling. I'm a big fan of it. I said this with Chano last time I was on Nightcap talking about Cena. I didn't want to see it. But with the way we got Cena being presented now, hell, bring back the spinning belt. Bring it back.
This is ridiculous.
Bring him out. Get the spinner back out of the closet. Dust her off. Spin her up. Throw some WD-40 in that motherfucker and let that bad boy spin around, baby.
I'm not even gonna hold you. The spinner would be great. What's the drug? There is no drug policy at Haiti. You're allowed to be as delusional and drugged up as you want.
I got 2 words for you. Drug test. There you go.
If we start a drug test end of an era match, you think about it, Roof? Maybe the last 2 guys in that era, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Just 2 old dudes. But no, listen, if he drugs us that hate you, we will lose all our professors, Martin especially, because he's the one that's abusing the most. You know what I mean?
Oh,
nah. See, there is a strict policy in place. It's actually the number 1 policy at Hate You, and that is no gentleman club shrimp. That is, there is no
strip club shrimp. If you call it strip club shrimp, you will get expelled immediately.
Yeah.
Well, the last thing I will say about this match, though, man, is like the Cena's hero run is kind of like he says he's not giving us nothing, but Mans is giving us merch from every single city he's hitting.
Yep.
Yes.
He lied.
But this I hate though, right? Like we know Cena has a limited amount of dates. My man's just telling us he has a limited amount of dates. He's been on TV like this is how many dates y'all use. I don't even gotta wrestle. This is just the amount of times I gotta show up.
Yep.
So now I gotta get a match promoting a match with R-Truth, and then I gotta get the R-Truth match at Saturday Night Main Event. It's like, damn, I'm really wasting 2 appearances and a match I'm okay without seeing because R-Truth is man. Just because he moved like he 35, don't mean he 35.
No.
That man is in his 50s.
Yes.
He's an older man. Like, what am I watching?
I say R-Truth is one of the best 50-year-old wrestlers in the game.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he's athletic as hell, bro. It's crazy. I need what he be using. Because your boy at the 30s. So your boy needs some help.
All right, here's a good question. I'm gonna bring this to Sean. The ref bumps hurt the match in Rick's opinion. Logically, the first gets hit twice, nobody comes down, but the second ref gets help ASAP. So what did you think about that, Sean? Bad wrestling booking logic, or just like it's the refs? Who cares?
It was bad booking. I agree with. I mean, did it bother me? No. what WWE's got to have the match. It's going to be one match on every premium live event where the fans count to 10. That's that point. That was a part of the match right there. I do like to say it didn't bother me, but it did kind of make the ref look bad. That the first one stayed laid out for 10 minutes. Second one gets hit. Cena hits the AA, and then hits the low blow AA, 1, 2, 3. The other one rolls in. So yeah, it was botched right there. It could have been done a little cleaner when they look at it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty par for the course there. And of course, Podcast Mini, I got to show you everyone's favorite surprise nightcap segment. What do you think about this one? R-Truth getting A8 at the damn press conference of humanity. By God.
He had a family.
Bro, he's probably, I'm not gonna hold you. R-Truth is probably happy as hell about receiving that AA. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, not a lot of people can get AA at a press conference by their childhood hero, which doesn't even logically make sense a little bit.
It's fine, dude. R-Truth's in his own world. I'm waiting for him to start calling Jimmy Uso Little Jimmy and be like, "You were Little Jimmy all along. Little Jimmy, where you been at?" Like, that's what I've been waiting for, but they haven't pulled the trigger on that, and I'm kind of like pissed off about it. Like that's low hanging fruit. It's Tom and Nick Mysterio.
It's mad funny. It's mad funny because it's like everybody's like, John Cena's an asshole. Like even the heels are like, yeah, John Cena's an asshole. Like I'm like, bro, like this is you when you're a heel. You know what I mean? Like,
they do. That's what
like,
they
bro,
do.
You think you're getting away with fucking this despicable shit you're doing? No, like bro, like leave a man's alone. He's dealt with a shit for like 25 years. He allows to go off the rails and be a bad guy for 6 months.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, my big missed oppo here in this whole match was we talked about the call back to the AA into the RKO transition, but what I would like to have seen here at the ladder spot, or at the table spot. There's no fucking ladders in this match. These old men. The table spot. I would have liked to see when Randy hit the AA on Cena. I would have liked to have Cena hit the RKO on Randy and both go through the table there as a callback to the original spot. Because in that match, if you go back to that match where it first happened, Randy does the RKO, and then in a later match that same year, Cena reverses Randy's AA into an RKO himself. So I thought that would have been nice as a callback in this match for that table spot for Cena to hit that RKO. Love Cena lining up the punt on the earlier show on my predictions. They know the deal. Had commented he wants to see Cena hit a punt kick. He almost nailed that prediction to a T tonight because Cena did his best Randy Orton hyping up impersonation, and I thought it was pretty slick because all those years, those decades of wrestling, John Cena, that's what John Cena thinks Randy Orton looked like.
Yep.
Doing that, so like thought that was really slick. Cena at the end with the promo, you mentioned it earlier. I think Sean talked about it. Cena says, I don't even need music anymore. So does that mean that Cena's going to drop the music and he's going to come out, which is what I said from the beginning. If you guys remember that nightcap, it happened. Sean, you were on that show. Yes. I said, have Cena come out, no music, to the crowd serenading him of Cena sucks like they did with Don Callis and all those heels of yesteryear in the past that we've seen. That if they decide to go in that direction for the next couple Cena entrances, man, oh man, I think we got something here. And I think we all know it. R-Truth John Cena, Saturday night's main event with Logan Paul and Jey Uso also on that same night. So that is a wild house show that we get to see on the Cock and NBC. Fellas, overall, I thought Backlash was a solid premium live event. It entertained me for 3.5 hours. It got me to come here for an hour and a half with the three of you. So thank you guys for joining me. I only have one last item here for show and tell, and this is just for Chano because he made a comparison that Pat McAfee started the match as my complexion and finished the same color as Shannon's shirt. And Chano, you fucking nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah,
because looks pretty beat up here, fellas.
Yeah,
my man's earned his check. I'm telling you. John Cena's like Pootie Tang. What do you know about Pootie Tang? What do you know?
Pootie with the
Oh,
Pootie with the belt.
well, I
Wait a
thought
minute.
Cody was
Also-
gonna pop up tonight too.
Greensboro fighter. That's crazy because I don't know if you guys know, but Philadelphia Fan Expo is going to be in Philadelphia this week and next weekend.
I would
And
hope
John-
Philadelphia
Mrs.
Fan Expo is in Philadelphia.
You never know. Philadelphia Fan Expo. Listen, coming from somebody who started the show, this is our believers. This is I don't want to hear nothing from you, buddy. So Cena's going to be at the Philly Fan Expo on Saturday, so that's going to be dope to see him over there. Fucking Mike, I let Mike slide this whole entire time. We want to start calling out slip ups. We could call out slip up, Mikey Cutlets.
Hey, listen. I'm not calling them slip ups. I'm just saying. I thought that was funny. You know, the Philadelphia Fan Convention is going to be in Philadelphia, so
You'd be
funny.
surprised, man. They could have it in the outskirts of Philly, like in the trenches.
They could be throwing that bad boy in Jersey and calling it Philly. You know, like they do with MetLife Stadium. Put it in Jersey, call it New York. You know. Same deal.
It is what it is. Mark, we gotta talk about what you know about. We gotta talk about what you know about Pootie Tang.
Pootie. Pootie in the belt.
Get that belt.
Want that belt? Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, fellas, that's the end of the show. So you guys get to take it away here and tell everyone about your content, where to follow you. So let's go ahead with the Dean of Hate You, Mr. Chano Hayes, Chano Rhodes, Chano Punk. He's got a lot of different names here. So
honestly, I'm trying to whoever you need me to be. Honestly, I'm everybody. I'm your favorite heel's favorite heel. You know what I mean? I'm from the Four Sides of the Ring podcast. There's like 5 of us, but don't worry about that. When we started, it was 4.
4 sides of the ring.
We started off with 4 of us, but now there's 5. We record every Thursday live, like around 9ish. I won't tell you 9 because it's truly 9ish. We're on those social media platforms at 4 Sides of the Ring, 4 SIDESOTR on Twitter. I don't really be posting like that on Twitter because Twitter be too toxic for me sometimes. I start cursing people out, and I don't need that in my life. I already worked too many hours to raise my blood pressure over some wrestling takes. I can't do it. I generally can't. But we're on Instagram as well, so please follow. We do have next contact, and all the 4 other guys, nice people, except NetRam. He's delusional. He's on the hard stuff. We sent him to rehab twice. He doesn't care. He keeps coming back and finds harder drugs. My man, he was telling me he found Compound X last week. I was like, what does that even mean? It's not even a real drug. But he found it.
Anyway, so there you go. That's the Dean for you. Let's go to Sean.
I think we could safely call this the drug test episode. You know what I mean? There's so many at this point. I was like, by the time I'm done with wrestling content, I'm on my greatest hits. We have the drug test episode. We have the chlamydia episode.
Oh Lord!
Yes.
That was a great episode. That's
What was in the needle? What was in the needle?
I'm not gonna hold you. That's arguably one of my favorite all-time moments on a podcast.
That's a top 5 Nightcap moment. There's been a few.
But listen, whenever you get me on the Nightcap, I am a crackhead. And
now who's getting drug tested?
Listen, and then I lower Mike down to my crackhead standards, and we just become 2 crackheads. And then I have tainted Sean, and now he becomes a 3rd crackhead. And my next time on the podcast with Smitty, he's gonna become the 4th crackhead. We're just gonna be 4 crackheads in a Nightcap. You know what I mean?
Peer pressure.
Listen, the crack is metaphorical. There's no pipes involved.
I can't wait for Prez to watch this one back. He's in for a treat.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I'm telling you, he's gonna be like, Mike, I don't know. I'm bringing him on.
Oh God!
He's clearly on something. I'm high off life, baby.
He's high on pot noose.
I quit.
No. Sobered over. Straight edge life.
Straight edge. Straight edge, brother. Wrestling is my drug of choice.
I'm not going to do the Knicks lose. when the Knicks lose like 20, it makes me want to go hit my nearest bar and drink the hard stuff.
It's all yours, Sean.
I'm on Boom Broadcasting every Thursday at 10 with Instincts. Talk about TV movie show review. We did Squid Game's trailer reaction from the trailer just dropped last week. So check that one out. And also WOD every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. We talk about wrestling and everything in the world wrestling on WOD. This has been a damn good nightcap tonight.
I'm not gonna hold you, Sean. The moment you leave your room for podcasting, the nurse will be outside there with that cup.
Hey Mike,
pee in this.
Hey Mike, can we solidify? We were just saying one thing. Have nobody said that. I'm just gonna be the one to say it. You know what it is? Oh fuck it. There's a fire. Just sit there.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fight the system.
You guys are gonna wake up tomorrow morning like, Prez, I can't log into my show.
There's gonna be a fucking tweet from the Boom Broadcasting. Boom Broadcasting has come to the terms on the release of podcast Mini, Sean, and Mouthing Off with Mike. We wish them nothing but the best of luck in their future endeavors. All right, well, go fuck yourself then. That's it. Bye. I'm jumping ship to 4 sides of the ring. We're 6 sides of the ring, motherfucker.
It's gonna be mad funny. You're just gonna see that, like, the president is just gonna Photoshop me onto Antonio Brown's body. It was his fault. There were good men before he got involved. If I wasn't fine before, I am now.
Oh, we're so in trouble. Oh, I'm in the doghouse, brother. It's over.
Listen, let's hope the Prez, as soon as we go, let's do our plugs. He's like, okay, this is it, guys. This is the end of the show, and this X is off. He touches the last 15 minutes.
Oh man. Woo.
Oh man.
Podcast Smitty, the floor is yours.
Well, for the time being,
as of right now,
as of right now,
he still has a show. Tomorrow morning, stay glued to those socials because we're not sure.
We're gonna go that 90-day knocking feet clause.
Ah, shit. Oh, no.
Oh man,
I gotta go talk to the founder. Like, yeah, I kind of got some guys fired tonight, so we gotta open up some slots.
Oh,
I gotta post mysterious videos on Twitter hyping up my return to the wrestling podcast game once I get released in 90 days. So I gotta start producing right now.
90-day clause. I forgot about that. You can't post any contact for 90 days after being released. And upon signing with the rival, you will be able to post all the content in the world, and Prez is going to catch all types of hands from all 3 of us.
This poor guy.
But catch me on Boom Broadcasting either Tuesday or Fridays with quick hits where I talk everything under the sun when it comes down to sports. I'm a fan of sport. Posted a episode today on Bill Belichick and that crazy girl he with.
Leave Bill alone. He's living his life.
Listen, I get it. I understand. But
he knew what he
a
was
wise
doing.
man once told me, why in the world you doing this, man?
Because his legacy's already solidified. He doesn't need to prove nothing else. He's working for fun at this point. And if she ruins his life, so be it. My man's a 6-time Super Bowl champion head coach.
I mean,
he can do whatever the hell he wants.
And I get it, but Lord have mercy. Then we
think about it like this. Bill has been spotless his whole entire life, right?
Yes.
It's like if you go see your grandpa and your grandpa's like, you know what? I've been clean my whole entire life. I'm gonna start doing hard drugs. You know what, grandpa? It makes sense. You're not hurting nobody. You know what I mean? Nobody's hurt.
Gramps, you're already senile. It's fine. You can take that hallucinogenic.
See
You're
now?
good. Pop that rock.
Like-
Don't worry about it.
Like you and Gran, y'all don't even talk anymore anyway. You know what I mean? I only visit you once every 2 months. So like, fuck it, go for it, ball out. Here's a life alert button. Just hit it when you need me. You know what I mean? Let Billy B live his life.
I mean, I get it, but when she takes it all from him, you know what I'm saying? That's where I draw the line.
They're not married.
No, it don't matter. No.
How'd you guys meet? We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Next question.
Listen, I'm not gonna hold you. Listen, Robert Kraft is caught in the massage houses. What do you think Billy B was up to? You know what I mean?
Yo, I mean, that makes you wonder. And they're like, man, he got fired like real quick. They're like, man, you know what? We ain't discussing that. You know why? We're like, oh, okay.
Mark. I really want to show this comment, and I would love to, but I'm gonna show it. I ain't reading it.
You got no.
And that was the final layer before the cancellation.
And that was the nail in the coffin. The Nightcap is dead now officially.
Yes,
we are rebranding. We are rebranding as the.
It was fun while
Nightstand.
Listen. It was mouthing off on Mike before, but since he sold away the rights to Boom Broadcasting, he's gonna come back under Mouthful of Mike.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right. I'm getting. It's over. It's over. Calls coming in, folks. I'm getting the call here. So make sure you guys go follow Chano and at 4sidesOTR. Go follow Sean at Sports with Luke. Go follow Shannon at podcast_Smitty. Go follow Chano at CHANOCKO_. You guys can find me at MOWM_podcast. I am, in fact, the Mike that likes to mouth off. I am also the Mike that likes to, get fined. So, Prez, if you end up making it to this part, I'm sorry, but not really. You got a lot of views on this one, brother. Thank you guys so much here for joining the Nightcap. We'll be back next week, probably on a Monday night for Monday Night Raw. So stay tuned to my socials. I'll let you know when the next Nightcap is coming. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching the Nightcap. If there is a next one, we might be with